Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Huncho. Just doing a quick little recap of the trade that I took today on SPY. Before anything, I'm just gonna read you guys the morning scan that I write every day in my Discord. This is every morning, and I just like to talk a little bit about what I'm gonna be looking at before the market opens, based off of pre-market levels and the range that we are about to open in on that morning, right? So the main area I was going to be looking at was this 587.61 and 588.43. Currently holding below this range during the pre-market, and I wanted to see a flush at the open. We didn't get that, but I wanted to see some form of flush so I could buy the dip, whether it be at open or just that was my play. Okay. I know it did run up in the morning at open, right? The 586.52, that was a key pivot that I was going to be watching closely for a bounce or break. And if we hold above pre-market high, I'll be watching 589.31 for either continuation or rejection. So look, guys, I'm ready for both ends. Now the flush in the morning off of the 589.31, because you guys can see this. Look at this. I said either the 586.52 or the or 589.31, which is the key pivots, right? So this 589.31, look what happened. All right, look, there's nothing going on. These are levels that are jotted down before the move even happens. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the 5 minute instead of 15 here. Okay, look. So you guys can see the 589.31. It did look like it was holding up above it, but we did get a rejection under, and look, couldn't even hold above at all for like 10 minutes, and completely just one rejection under, and just went key pivot. So yeah, 589 to 586 real quick. If you look on the 15 minutes, it's a little bit of a clear rejection there. It didn't even hold up on the 15 minute. No candle close above it. It was just complete dump. Keep it to the downside. And that right there was the it was a little bit of a bigger dump than I expected. I wanted to see either a pre-market low sweep, which is what we got, but I wanted to see mainly my key pivot, but it's either that or pre-market low range. And as you guys can see, this 585.09, look at that, to the penny. And then look what's right here, 585.09. See, pre-market low, right? On that pre-market low range, because it's a little bit above it, but these levels were out. I post these levels every single night, guys. And as you guys can see, I moved this key pivot. So this which one was it? I think it was 580. Oh no, I'm tripping. Forget that. So yeah, this 589.09 was a level that has been there since last week. So as you guys can see, this range right here, we got a big pop off this range right here. So definitely was going to be a spot where I was going to be looking for some form of support or strong move to the upside. Now, guys, whenever I have a level close to the key pivot, I use it as like a zone. I use it as like a supply or demand zone. So if it's under, I'm looking at it as a demand zone. I'm not surprised for bounces. So in this range, I'm confident with it, right? I even though I saw this nice dump to the downside, a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, let's go for puts," and a lot of people were bearish. But look, the only thing that would have got you paid for puts is if you caught this move. Other than that, I don't want to hear it. And a lot of people were, trying to short all of this the whole time, and you were just gonna be in a mess. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't catch this, then there's no point there was no other put play that you really could have caught. That was a great play, right? So why did I go calls? Okay, well, we had pre-market low in my levels, right? But also, if you look at the 15 minute, I like to use it for confirmations. Look at that candle, and I said that as I was commentating in my Discord as well, in the main chat, but also here sometimes I drop some stuff. And I said if we close no above 586.50, I'm re-entering calls. It's 586.50 range right here. Okay, I'm re-entering calls. So I entered calls right here. This was the first one that I took. This was the 590 calls at 9:54. I took these because of the key pivot. That's why I did it. All right. So I took it right here. I didn't care. These went over like 20. These went like 20%, and they rejected off the 587.61. And then news candle completely flushed. I had a feeling it was gonna be a sweep, and it was. Just because of I know people are in trades with me, and I don't want them to hold. They were down for like 30. They were down like 30%. That's an appropriate stop loss, right? So, and I did say light. I didn't go in heavy because of the news, so it was just half of my normal position. I didn't go in like crazy. Once I saw this confirmation, especially off this level and hold above my key pivot, yeah, I turned it up a bit. So yeah, I was pretty confident in this setup, especially we got a nice tap off of our level right there to the penny, and then held above the zone, and then we got the close above the key pivot. Yeah, I was just there was definitely high confidence that this was gonna move to the upside, and we got this nice pop. This went over 150%. This was we entered this where 589 calls. This was at 10:07. So we look at the 5-minute chart right here. So at 10:07. So yeah, we bought this right here. So right around this range. Yeah, off of this candle right here. So I think it was above it when we went in, and then we just rode it the way up. It did go red, and people were flipping out, and I was like, no, I'm just waiting for this to hold the range, and we got the pop to the upside, guys, and we rode this all the way up to like 3:30. I left this. I think I had like 3-5 cons till the end, because I like to leave cons just to see how much juice they can give me. And look, guys, as long as you're above the EMAs and prices just confirming, we were holding above the range. We were just flagging the whole time and making higher highs. I wasn't scared about holding these. Okay, this wasn't near VWAP at all. I was just making higher highs, holding above the levels. So I was just playing the range, and it was holding the range pretty well. So yeah, I was moving my stop up as we went, and yeah, I left light runners, super light runners. I definitely took majority of my position at like 150%. So yeah, just left some light runners, and these went over 480%, guys. I think I sold for like 450 though, but yeah, I saw them go almost 500% there. So these were definitely, I think there were like about 150 a con plus like profit on each, which was really, really clean. Yeah, guys, that's how I played. That's how I played SPY today. I know it's a long videos. I was trying to keep it more quick, but yeah, guys, this I just really play off my levels, guys. There's nothing really special. I don't know, like, I can't tell you where SPY is gonna like end up tomorrow or whatever. Like, based off of today's price action, it does look like we're gonna be holding up the range, and possibly we could see a nice gap up, or depending on news, we did get some news. I think during market open about some pause on the tariffs. So definitely, I wouldn't be surprised seeing above 593 or 595. Definitely sometime this week or even tomorrow. But yeah, maybe if we hold under 592, probably get a nice dip to 590 range, 589, and then get another dip opportunity to go long. But right now I'm bullish. I'm looking for upside, but I'm ready for both. That's the way to play it, man. Have levels to play them off. Look at the rejection levels. If they're giving you signs and indication of a move to the downside, play it and scale as you go on the support levels. And if you see some buying opportunities, some curl ups, some nice pops, you know what to do. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. If you guys want me to do more recap videos, make sure to leave a like and comment and give me some feedback of what you guys want me to hear. I do have a free Discord. It's Central Capital. I have a premium Discord as well. My alerts are free, but I alert first in my Discord, and then I release the rest on X. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at HunchoNet.